Hey y'all, welcome to my channel, Divinely Transformed. My name is Lisa, and whether you're new or returning, I'm glad you're here. Welcome to Pisces monthly reading for February 2022. Please keep in mind that these are general public readings, so some, none, or all of it may apply to your situation, so please just take what resonates and leave the rest. Also keep in mind that time is fluid and not linear. This means that for each individual person that this resonates with, this could have happened in the past, this could be happening right now, or this could be happening in the future for you. So be aware of that. Also keep in mind that tarot does not determine future outcomes because anyone has the choice to change the outcome of any reading for any reason at any time. It is 12:12 p.m. That is an angel number. It's talking about walking away from everything that doesn't serve you, especially addictions, closing out karmic cycles. So the link will be in the description box below for the angel numbers index. So you can check that number out for yourself. So I noticed in the pre-shuffle here you are, Pisces. You're in Hanged Man state. Pisces is the Hanged Man. There is a need for a new perspective here, whether this is you or someone else. But it feels like this is your energy here. You could have this anywhere in your chart. It doesn't have to necessarily be a sun sign. But there is a better way. It's time to pause for reflection and insight. It's time to dare to be different. It's time to overcome this Three of Cups in reverse energy. Unhappiness, not celebrating. And it very well could be indicating an unhappy third-party situation. Bad news regarding relationships or children. The bottom of this deck is the Five of Cups. Guilt, remorse, sadness. Just really focusing on a loss here. At the top of the deck is the Hanged Man again. Pisces energy. So, Pisces, I think that you're sad right now. And you're not celebrating. Let's find out what the Holy Spirit has guidance for you about. Because you really need to come out of this depression. This guilt, this remorse, this sadness. You need to get past this Three of Cups in reverse situation. So, I've already did my pre-shuffle and prayers off camera, so we're going to go ahead and get started. So, Holy Spirit, what does Pisces need to know for February 2022 to help them overcome this sadness and this lack of celebration here? All these cards come out in the reverse. The bottom of the deck is the King of Cups in reverse. Piscean energy. But it could be Cancer or Scorpio as well. The King of Cups in reverse is someone who is not emotionally expressive. They hide their feelings. They're very hurt, they're very wounded. It's not safe for you to trust whatever the situation is that's hurting you. This is a masculine Piscean energy here. And this Pisces can be anywhere in your chart. You have the ability to accomplish many things at once, but not when you're in this state. You're not following your creative passions, Pisces. At the top of the deck is the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. This is like a loss of money. This is codependency. This is instability. definite codependency. Whether this is you or someone else, take it how it resonates for you here. Your dreams are not fulfilled right now. Your hard work is not leading to great success because you're either not working hard or you're not working hard on a situation that is for you. You don't have a love for the beautiful things in life. You need to be really focused on the ninth house of Sagittarius right now. You need to be praying, you need to be meditating, you need to be going to counseling, you need to be overcoming this codependent energy here. You need to start increasing your finances so you can make your dreams come true. The ninth house of Sagittarius is about religion, spirituality, philosophy, psychology, long distance travel, and expansion. You're not expanding. It's time to tap into the ninth house to your advantage, because something's not working out for you here. This could be concerning a Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. A greedy, money-hungry wife that is just draining the shit out of you. They don't nurture themselves and they're not nurturing you. They don't have any love in them. This is someone who is only financially motivated, and you're not happy in this situation. And you're not doing anything about it because you're in the hanged man energy. You're just waiting and waiting and waiting for something to change, and nothing is changing. You don't have the ability to make anything more beautiful, or this feminine energy doesn't have the ability to make anything more beautiful because they don't have practical and wise advice. They're very codependent. They're very needy. And you're emotionally unavailable to this greedy, toxic wife. Could be a mother. Could be the mother of your children, if it's not your wife. This is a very karmic relationship here. Karmic relationships are not meant to last. They're not loving, they're not kind. Karmic relationships are basically like relationships that are in your life to help you learn from this. But you're not learning from this at all here. We have the Three of Cups in reverse again. You don't have any reasons to celebrate. You're not happy. I feel that y'all are cheating on each other. Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and financially. And you're just financially giving to this toxic situation because you feel obligated to. This relationship and this family situation, this is not happy times here. No one's being emotionally fulfilled in this situation. The third house of Gemini is in the reverse. This could be about siblings, short distance travel, friends, social media platforms, and contracts. This is a karmic contract that hasn't been resolved here. The world is in reverse. Y'all are keep going around and round and round the karmic hamster wheel. And everybody is miserable here. The world is Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, and Scorpio energy. The King of Cups in reverse could very well be Scorpio energy. You could have Scorpio and Pisces in your chart. You could be a Scorpio dealing with a Pisces. But no matter what, the situation's unfulfilling for you. Nobody's happy. And this shit never ends. It just keeps going and going and going and going, and it just gets more and more miserable. Nothing's coming full circle because y'all are still repeating the same negative, toxic cycles, and you're not ending this marriage, this relationship. There's no love in this. It's all about money. There's no spiritual growth happening, and insight is eluding the both of you. Masculine energy is coming up as the King of Swords in reverse. You're a liar. You're lying to yourself. You're this feminine energy and other people. You're not in your authenticity. You're very unfair. The King of Swords can be someone who is very emotionally and mentally abusive. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy in the reverse. This has been going on for way too long. You're not speaking the truth, and you could even be silent. And all you're doing is just forking money over. And you're not happy and you're not healthy, and it's not working out for you because you're not working on principles. You're not working on rationality. You're not ambitious, and you're not respected. Wisdom and objectivity are important now. But you don't have wisdom and objectivity. You're not in your integrity. There is a situation that calls for open and honest communication, and yet there is nothing but silence. And whenever there isn't silence, the communication is unnecessary and or disrespectful. And unnecessary. It's just the communication's ineffective, and when there's a lack of communication, a lack of effective communication, and there's a lack of honesty in the communication between y'all when you do communicate. Five of Cups reversed. It's about the 5th house of Leo. You could have Leo in your chart. You could have Gemini in your chart. We have the King of Swords here, so we have definite Gemini energy, as well as Scorpio and Pisces. So Leo is the house of romance, children, pets, creativity, matters of the heart, and risk-taking. Nobody's taking risks for romance, children, pets, or creativity, or matters of the heart. Everybody's heart chakras are blocked in this situation. There is no love here. There's no honesty here. There's no good communication here. There's nothing but misery and handing over money to someone who just is only focused on your money. Failing to see that everything happens for a reason. You're not releasing regret, and you're not embracing the opportunities for happiness. You're not searching for the silver lining in the situation because you are just too focused on your emotions and sitting in them and keeping them secret and lying about it, and it's not serving anyone at all. And yet, you keep healing the situation here with this Queen of Pentacles in reverse, with the star here. You might have Aquarius somewhere in your chart. either in natal planets or in one of your houses. Because this star was coming up above the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Y'all keep healing this situation, hoping for a dream come true and hoping for the end of a difficult situation, but you're investing your time and your money in the wrong person and situation here. You keep healing a dead situation with a greedy, money-hungry person. It's not working. It never has worked and it never will work. We have the thinking woman in the upright. This is the Queen of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Coming up and clarifying this Three of Cups in reverse. So this is someone who is speaking the truth to you. I do have Gemini and Libra in my chart. I am very much in my Queen of Swords energy, kind of a lot here. This could be me talking to you about this, if you're watching this, but this could also be someone else in your life too. Queen of Swords is someone who is very rational, very intelligent, very hardworking, very professional. They have boundaries. Sometimes the Queen of Swords can be seen unfairly as a bitch because they have boundaries. They don't take shit from other people. But this Queen of Swords is in the upright, so this is honest and open communication. You're getting honest and open communication from me for this reading. It's practical. It's intellectual, without emotions. But this could also be someone else in your life telling you that you're unhappy. You need to do something about that. Your community of friends could be unsupportive of you right now because this Three of Cups is in the reverse. This could be someone in your life telling you, giving you advice about what you should do about your situation. 47 breaks down to an 11. It's the 11th house of Aquarius. The 11th house of Aquarius is all about goals, dreams, aspirations, accomplishments, hope, faith, healing, humanitarianism. Those are in the Queen of Swords in the upright. They're very detail oriented, focused on goals and results. Sharing their wisdom with others. Holy Spirit, please clarify the World reversed and the Queen of Pentacles reversed. The door to value in the reverse. Neither one of you have self-love, self-value, or self-worth. That's why you keep going around and round in these karmic cycles together. Period. And because you don't have self-love, self-value, and self-worth for yourself or each other, either one of you, it's affecting your fourth house very negatively as well. There's no unconditional love. There's no safety. There's no security. There's no stability. And the home environment is not peaceful. y'all both need to be focused on healing yourselves. Love yourself. Part of loving yourself is creating boundaries with people who use you and take advantage of you. This karmic feminine is definitely taking advantage of this karmic masculine. They're both karmics here. Neither one of them are in their integrity at all. You're just letting this person walk all over you. You always have. I feel like this has been an ongoing pattern for years. This karmic feminine is demasculinizing you, taking away your power, your integrity. It's causing you to feel like you have to live in a lie and close off your heart chakra, close off your capacity to love or care about anybody else. You're in deep pain. 2121 on the counter. The link will be in the description box below for the angel numbers index, as it always is. Dude, you're in deep pain. You're hiding all of your pain. And it's making you fucking miserable. It's turning you mean. It's making you abusive, mentally, emotionally, and possibly physically. And maybe even spiritually abusive as well. I'm really picking up spiritual abuse here on each other and others. Because neither one of you have good self-esteem. Y'all feel like you ain't worth shit, individually or even together. And you constantly make each other feel like shit. When does it end? When does the pain, the misery, and the suffering end? When someone decides to cut it off. Naturally, masculine, if you're giving to this feminine your money and resources and your time, they're not going to walk away from that. So you're the masculine. You're supposed to be in your power to take action, to create boundaries for yourself, to cut this person off, to heal yourself, to give this feminine an opportunity to do the same. Clarifying the King of Cups reverse and the King of Swords in reverse is carrying connections in reverse. This is not a caring connection at all. This is not about love. This is not about romance. This is just about money. Not taking a risk for your own happiness is what's keeping you stuck and miserable. You need to heal your self-esteem. You need to heal your body, mind, and soul, and your finances. Now. It starts with spiritual healing. You have to go within. You have to meditate. You have to get clear on what your plan of action is. And for some of you, you might really need to get into counseling to clear up mental disturbances. Because we do have the King of Swords in reverse. That could indicate along with the King of Cups in reverse, a very severe emotional and mental imbalance, disturbance, diagnoses that is hindering and blocking you from taking any action to help better yourself in any way. So maybe you just need to start with counseling first so you can get a better perspective here. Because the way that you're thinking and your belief systems and how you operate mentally and emotionally, it's out of balance. Way out of balance. New perspectives are needed. Emotionally, mentally, and spiritually, for anything else to evolve or change in any way. Please clarify the Five of Cups reversed. Normally, I read the Five of Cups reversed as coming out of sadness, regret, and heartbreak, but not in this deck. This is staying stuck in heartbreak and sadness, regret, and remorse. This is sitting and stewing in it and not doing anything about it. This is building it up inside, having it unresolved, and having it fuck with you mentally and emotionally and spiritually. Clarifying the Five of Cups reversed is rest and rejuvenation in the reverse. You can't think clearly, you can't focus, you can't rest, you can't do anything because your mind and emotions are just so unstable right now. It might even be bigger than needing to have counseling. This might require a hospitalization for intense therapy on your mental and emotional processes here. 19 breaks down to a 10. It's the 10th house of Capricorn. You could have Capricorn anywhere in your chart. The 10th house of Capricorn is about dedication, hard work, and commitment to doing whatever it takes for healing and rejuvenation. But this is not happening, so it's in the reverse. This is the only thing that's going to help you, is putting your all into your mental and emotional health and your spiritual health, because this situation is literally killing you and draining you. Also clarifying the Five of Cups reverse is the 4th chakra. Your heart chakra is blocked, and so is this karmic feminine's heart chakra. You're both very karmic here for each other and others. You're bringing each other so much pain and misery and suffering, and yet you're still continuing to heal the situation with this greedy, money-hungry feminine who's just wanting your money and your support, whether you live together or not. This is someone who is extremely clingy, needy, codependent, and they're just very financially motivated. Both of you need to heal your heart chakras here for anything to improve in your lives. You need a full body, full chakra overhaul, but the heart chakra especially, because there is no kindness, there's no empathy, there's no compassion. And this situation is just turning y'all meaner and meaner. 38 breaks down to an 11. The 11th house of Aquarius again. It's time to focus on your goals and achievements And your goals and achievements should be with healing, body, mind, soul, and relationships, finances, all of that. But I see that your priorities are not in order here. The bottom of the deck is the Angel of Balance in the reverse. This is Justice in the reverse. There is no balance. Nothing's fair. This is a very one-sided relationship. And this is not news to the masculine or the feminine in this situation. And they continue to use each other. 48. Breaks down to a 12. 12th house of Pisces in the reverse. There's a lot of illusions and lies and confusion and fantasies and projection and a lot of subconscious wounding here that hasn't been resolved on both sides. Y'all have trauma bonded. That's all this is trauma bonding. And financial support of a very toxic situation that needs to end. This is also negative karma has been accumulated for a very long time because neither one of you are closing up these toxic cycles. Community in reverse. And you've got people around you, family, friends, just everybody around you that is keeping this going. Everyone around you is negative. Therefore, that's why y'all are both negative and toxic. All of these partnerships, all of these friends, these co-workers, these family members, and both of these karmic individuals, the male and the female in this relationship, it's just very, very toxic. Unsupportive, unloving. Please clarify the Three of Cups reversed and the Thinking Woman in the upright, which is the Queen of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Courtship in the reverse. Perhaps this Queen of Swords is someone that you've been wanting to have a courtship with of some kind, but you didn't. You rejected it. Or maybe they did. Or maybe both of you did. Because it was not unconditionally loving. It was not safe. It was not stable. It was not peaceful. This could have been someone that you lived with, this Queen of Swords here. And it was anything but peaceful, loving, and supportive. Please clarify the World reversed, the Queen of Pentacles reversed, and the Door to Value reversed. Official person. This could be this karmic masculine here as a veteran, but they could have an official position of some kind. But this could also be the need for a lawyer. so you can get this divorce. So your fourth house can improve. Your fourth house of unconditional love, safety, security, stability, dependability, and a peaceful home environment. Because it's anything but that right now. Please clarify the King of Cups reverse, the King of Swords reverse, and caring connections in reverse. And because this isn't a caring connection at all, this masculine rejects all caring connections. Main female in the reverse. There's really nothing further to clarify that. I mean, that's just further proof. Oh, look, judication at the bottom of the deck. There needs to be a divorce here. There needs to be the severing of these financial ties. So y'all can get on with your lives in a healthier way. Please clarify the Five of Cups reverse, rest and rejuvenation in reverse, and the heart chakra. Distant horizons. What's in the distant horizons? Expectation and house. This could be anything. Somebody's expecting the house out of this situation, male or female. Someone could be losing a place of residence. Someone could be expecting to move house in the distant horizons. But somebody either wants possession of a house and expects to keep it, or someone's expecting to move. To another house. There is a lot of contemplation about this, though. Whether that's on the side of this karmic masculine or the karmic feminine. But there are issues and problems here. Major ones. The only cup cards that I see is the King of Cups in reverse and the Five of Cups in reverse and the Three of Cups in reverse. There is no love or caring or compassion in this situation at all. It was built on a faulty foundation. That foundation was very superficial. It was always about money and how things looked. When you don't come from a genuine heart space, everything falls apart and fails. Please clarify the Three of Cups reversed. This could have even been this karmic masculine putting a Queen of Swords figure into a third-party situation here with this karmic feminine. I know this resonates for me because my former karmic masculine was secretly married the whole entire time that I lived there. And it took me a long time to figure it out. And that was the reason why there was no real connection there. The reason why this karmic masculine's heart chakra was blocked off. The reason why he was cold and cruel and uncaring is because he chose to be stuck in a fraudulent marriage with someone who is just codependent and greedy and a gold digger. I wasn't happy in that situation at all. I made the best of it, to the best that I could, 40-40 on the counter. But I made positive decisions for myself and got the fuck out of there, and I'll never go back. I'll never go back to that person. I'll never go back to that house. I'll never talk to this masculine ever again. Because the Three of Cups in reverse very well could be a third-party situation. And with this courtship in reverse, there was no dating here. I was unknowingly a mistress for a long time. If I would have known, I would have never even moved in there. But I had to move in to find out. And it wasn't, and I moved in like as a roommate. It was very unconventional. We had a secret sexual relationship. It never went anywhere. It was very unfulfilling. There was barely any communication. It was mostly silence in the house. I'll never settle for anything less than what I want or deserve ever again. Being in this situation really made me see exactly what I didn't want. So this is just my experiences here coming back up to show and teach y'all that unfulfilling partnerships, emotionally unfulfilling partnerships, are very burdening. They're heartbreaking. They're a drain of your time, your energy, your emotions, and your resources, making you miserable and unhappy, because everyone is in this situation. This karmic masculine was trapped in this marriage here, or so they believe and still believe, because they're still in it. And when trapped people are trapped, they try to trap other people in their misery. Wanting to have their cake and eat it too, and all the while being miserable and angry the whole entire time. Hurt people hurt people. Unless you heal from all that pain and all that hurt. And you're determined not to hurt other people. I chose to stay in my integrity and do what I needed to do for me. I loved myself. I took all the attention off of him and put it onto me. I invested in myself. I got my finances in order and I got out of there, and I will never look back. And if y'all find yourself in a situation like this, whether you're the karmic masculine or the karmic feminine, or you're just a mistress that's unaware that you're a mistress and you're just finding out, I urge y'all to follow my example, no matter who you are. Take the focus off the negative people and a situation and your negative thoughts, your negative feelings, and your negative behaviors, and your negative patterns, and your addictions, and just focus on the positives. Think about healing. Focus on healing yourself physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, legally, whatever it takes to get out of these negative karmic cycles of no love and no compassion and no caring. All I was doing was helping support a toxic lifestyle financially. And when I saw that I was just financially contributing to a situation that I didn't need to be financially contributing to. I didn't need to be helping this karmic masculine financially to continue their lavish lifestyles of abundance, or not that lavish lifestyles of addictions. They were abundant. He was abundant in his addictions. He was drinking his problems away. This karmic masculine was a sex addict. Still is. This whole thing is a faulty foundation. I took a risk and I broke free because I wanted more than that. I wanted a loving relationship that I could feel comfortable and stable and loved and safe in. And I felt none of those things there. And I will never settle for anything ever again. And I settled for this because I was lonely. And I was in love with this karmic masculine who was emotionally unavailable and legally unavailable because they were still married and I didn't know it. Never again. I'll be single for the rest of my life before that ever happens again. If I'm ever with anyone ever in a intimate way with anybody ever again, it's going to be a true sacred love connection or nothing at all. I'm not afraid to be and stay single because I know what I'm worthy and deserving of. And I urge y'all to heal yourselves to get to that state too. So that you don't settle for anything less than you want, that you need, that you desire, that you're worthy and deserving of. Doing the hard work on yourself. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. I was stuck in that situation for a very long time, trying to acquire the light of understanding. But I did acquire the knowledge, and I cured all of my illnesses. Spiritual, physically, mentally, emotionally, financially, and legally. And I got myself out of there. So please, y'all, just use my negative experience as an inspiration for you, that you too can break yourself out of this, no matter what side of the fence you're on. Because as long as you're stuck, it affects your 6th house very negatively. What you do every day, your reputation, and your physical health. And it will continue to be negatively affected until you do something about it. Or until you just die. And I wasn't going to die there. Clarifying the World in reverse, the Queen of Pentacles reversed, the Door to Value reversed, an official person is the Page of Cups reversed. This karmic feminine is a liar. They're childish and they're manipulative. They use their children as a weapon against this karmic masculine. You gotta take care of these kids. What are these kids gonna do? Blah, 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 blah. But really, this karmic masculine is just supporting a toxic lifestyle full of keeping this karmic feminine's addictions intact. They both have addictions. They're both very toxic. And they each feed and facilitate each other's addictions. It's trauma bonded. There's no divine comfort in this marriage. There's no consolation and protection from their enemies. They're very unprotected right now. They manipulate each other. They lie to each other. They're not genuine with each other. The 4th house is in the reverse. There's no unconditional love, no safety, no security, no stability, and no peaceful home environments, whether they live in the same house or not. Please clarify the King of Cups reversed, the King of Swords reversed, uncaring connections, and the main female in reverse. Six of Cups reversed, unhealed childhood wounds on both parts. Neither one is motivated to do the healing from their childhood programming. They've both been abused and neglected. And it still negatively affects them each and every day because they just avoid it. They stuff it. And it's just perpetuating this whole situation here. They're both fallen and humiliated in the depths of their despair and in the darkness here. 45 breaks down to a 9. It's the 9th house of Sagittarius in the reverse. They're both enemies of God. I just saw 54, 45 on the counter. That's 2 mirroring energies here. This card is card 45. So we have 45 twice. They're not God-fearing people. They don't pray. They don't meditate. They don't go to counseling. They reject it all vehemently, with passion and gusto. They don't even try to change, either one of them, because they're both karmics. Karmics, by definition, refuse to change, refuse the transformation. Everybody is given the opportunity for transformation, and the karmics refuse and reject it at all costs. And that's exactly what both of these individuals have been doing and are still currently doing. And their sixth house is both in the reverse. They're not motivated every single day to not doing anything. They're fucking lazy every day. And it's ruining their reputation and their physical health as we speak. Yep. I shit you not. Death in the reverse. Scorpio energy. They both refuse to change. They refuse to end this karmic situation and start all over in happier situations. And it is definitely negatively impacting their health and their longevity of their lives. For sure. Another 9 in the reverse. 72 breaks down to a 9. The moon in reverse. There's Cancer somewhere, either in natal planets or in one of their houses, each of them. And all of the secrets and the lies and illusions have all been exposed, and everything's come to the surface. And yet they're still ignoring the problems. They're still not communicating. They're very fearful. Especially this Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Anywhere in their chart. But I imagine it would be Sun, Moon, or Rising. Or Venus. But it's in the reverse. They're greedy, they're money hungry, and they're also not intellectually lucid at all. They're not thinking in reality. They're not provided consolation or compensations. Maybe this karmic masculine found himself in a situation where he could no longer provide financially to this karmic wife. And now she's pissed. Because she ain't getting that money no more, because that was all that she ever wanted. Was the money and the stability to support a fucked up lifestyle full of addictions. 55 in the reverse. Very low vibrational energy. Chaos, conflict, competition, jealousy, loneliness, poverty. Refusing and resisting change. 55 breaks down to a 10. 10th house of Capricorn in the reverse. So, this karmic feminine has Capricorn. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or another earth sign in their chart. They're greedy. It's not how shit works, dude. Holy Spirit, please clarify the Knight of Pentacles reverse. Which is stuck, stagnant, and not moving forward. Well, the only person who has moved forward here is this Queen of Swords in the upright. Four of Swords. Healing, resting, thinking, meditating is needed. Defending yourself. That's exactly what this Queen of Swords did. They were healing, they were resting, they were meditating, they were really thinking about things, and then they defended themselves. Please clarify the Page of Cups. They defended themselves and blocked these karmics from contact. Yep. Knight of Swords. It's about taking action. About swift action. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Decisive action to heal self-value, self-worth, the money that you make, your possessions, and how you feel about your body. This is about taking swift and decisive action to come out of codependent behaviors and mindsets and manipulation and immature behavior and just growing up. Please clarify the Six of Cups reversed. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Please clarify the Six of Cups reversed. Six of Wands reversed. When you don't heal your childhood wounds, you do not have victory, success, or public recognition. It affects your reputation very negatively. People see you as a loser, who's someone who can't get their shit together, as the devil. This karmic masculine is very toxic, very devilish. They have no love in them whatsoever. They reject love. They only want sex, power, substances to keep people chained and addicted to them for money and sex. Period. And as long as you're in this energy, no matter who you are, male or female, it's never going to work out for you here. Nothing ever will until you heal. Till you have the courage to take personal responsibility for yourself and be accountable for your actions instead of making excuses for yourself, instead of being mean and abusive. Death in reverse is clarified by the Three of Wands in reverse. This is settling for less than what you deserve. This is lack of planning for the future. This is impatience. Not willing to put in the work to change, to heal. While this Queen of Swords actually did do that. The Queen of Swords healed on all levels so they could become who they are, self-made, independent, financially stable, on their own, and move forward. The Eight of Wands. So for me, this is past energy. For some of y'all, this could be happening in the past or in the present or in the future. But whoever of y'all is strong enough to come out of this situation, heal from codependency, heal your finances, heal your self-value and your self-worth, you'll move forward very fast and swiftly in no time. 8 of Wands is lots of communication, lots of things happening all at once. Virgo energy here. 2 cards of Virgo. So you might have Virgo anywhere in your chart. You took the time to meditate and do some serious soul searching. And then take swift, decisive, passionate action towards your independence and financial independence and stability. You have a clear vision for the future now. Because you've released this betrayed situation. You've released all this pain from this heartache, from this betrayal. Or you will. You manifested a whole new life for yourself. Heavy on the Gemini energy here. You manifested a whole new life for yourself, and you took action, inspired, passionate action for your financial independence. Full energy. Aquarius and Aries energy. Aries, Leo, Aquarius. Or Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, sorry. But you manifested your brand new beginning here, or you will. If you stay in this very meditative state here to heal and meditate and pray and be diligently focused on what it is that you want and keep yourself defended from karmics by blocking them and not collaborating with them at any level. Even a conversation is collaboration. And never returning. 6 of Swords in reverse. This is about releasing your burdens. 10 of Swords reversed, 10 of Wands reversed. This is about setting yourself free. Massively. And moving forward in victory and success. Unstoppable energy here. You could have Chariot, or you can have Cancer anywhere in your chart, whether it's in your natal planets or in one of your houses. And because you may have moved on, or someone did. Someone moved on here. I moved on. I could be talking to you. You could have Pisces somewhere in your chart. But this Piscean energy could be these other 2 karmics as well. And they're miserable, and they're mad, and they're sad that you've moved on. Whatever. They can either follow your example, or they can stay stuck going round and round in their karmic cycles with their karmic person that they're chained to. It's all about choices. You can see one person chose better for themselves, while these two people are still stuck. So they have the free will to stay stuck in their misery, or either one of them can start doing the healing and release themselves from this trauma bond, or not. The question is, what are you going to do? What is the final guidance for Pisces and their cross-watcher for February? Berkana in the reverse. There is a lack of creativity with these karmics here. It means swan, and the key word is creativity. Swans are symbols of purity. There is no purity in this situation here. It's very evil, dark, dirty, and toxic. The rune is linked to fertility, beauty, and the ability to take care of others, all classic feminine attributes. This is talking about the wounded feminine attributes here. When the feminine energy is wounded, they're not fertile, they're not beautiful, and they don't have the ability to take care of others or nurture anyone else. A woman runs to meet a child, and in the background, a swan, a symbol of purity, swims gently in the lake. Well, when this is in the reverse, this isn't happening. This is like a fantasy. The time has come to celebrate creativity, tenderness, and strength that comes from being receptive. You have to learn how to receive love. And if someone is not giving love, you're not receiving anything. There's no love here to receive. And this karmic feminine and this karmic masculine, they didn't receive love as a child either. So they have no idea how to love each other or anyone else. And since they reject all matters of the ninth house passionately and deny it passionately, they're never going to achieve this. There is great beauty in being in the service of others. I know I put my all into trying to help this karmic masculine. It was like, I even saw it as an act of service. I was sacrificing of my time, my emotions, my energy, and my love to show that it was safe to love me. But I was just wasting all of my time, energy, and emotions, and money. I am a giver. These two people are not givers. It hurts this masculine to give anything. I've seen him in pain when it comes to giving up anything. He only gives when he's forced to. Otherwise, he takes. This karmic feminine, all they do is take. And draining this karmic masculine dry. She has him by the balls even to this day. Inspiration comes only to those who know how to listen and embrace the stimuli surrounding them without necessarily acting right away. I had to grow into that. I developed the ability to listen and embrace the stimuli around me. My environment when I was there was very hostile towards me. I felt that intensely. And I didn't take action right away because I knew that I needed to make sure that my move was stable and solid and a good move. I knew that if I rushed to move out of there, I would make a mistake. And that I would continue to be unstable. I took my time to leave. It took me months, but I did it. My new home situation is very stable. I am in this Nine of Pentacles energy. I earned this. I am financially independent. I don't rely on anyone to take care of me. I take care of myself. All my bills are paid. I'm fed. I'm healthy. And I'm doing it by myself. I'm no longer codependent upon this toxic masculine for a place to live, for sexual attention. I'd really prefer to forget about this person, but he keeps coming up in my readings. But these are very valuable lessons that I've learned. And I am in this position to show others how I benefited from changing my experiences, what I did to break free. How I got into this Nine of Pentacles energy is that I already had a job, but this job was only giving me just enough money to live and pay my rent. It wasn't giving me enough money to have my own place, because having your own place is more than $400 a month. So I had to take on a second job, a full-time job along with my part-time job. And I took on a full-time job in a field that I had no experience in. I didn't even know if I was physically able to do it. I took a job at a factory making refrigerators and freezers. It's very hard work and hard manual labor, and the hours are long. I got healthier and I lifted weights to be able to sustain having that job. I'm good. I took a risk in accepting a job I didn't even know I could do. I had serious doubts that I had the physical ability to even do the job. And I was determined to make it work. And I did. And that's how I did it. Because relying on the help of others wasn't getting me anywhere. It was keeping me in this Queen of Pentacles in reverse energy. needy, codependent, and in need of financial and residential assistance. I don't need that anymore. I handle my own shit now. Quite an accomplishment for me, because I spent 41 years in this energy. Being the Queen of Swords, being thoughtful and strategic and practical and determined and setting my mind to becoming financially independent, setting my mind to stop being codependent on others for finances, for anything. To have my mind set on complete independence is how I did it. I channeled that desperation into a positive, and I changed my whole life. And I manifested a brand new beginning. And I'm moving forward in victory and success, even still. Because I took the leap of faith into the unknown, into a brand new life that I wasn't even sure that I could sustain, but I was determined to make it work. I didn't take action right away, but I took action when the time was right. And I freed myself. And y'all can do it too. Are we able to take care of others without asking anything in return? See, the mistake was I was trying to take care of this karmic masculine when he was constantly rejecting me. But I was asking something in return. I wanted residential stability. Oh, I got residential stability, but the price was very high. When you want financial or residential stability and you're really trying to make that work in whatever way that you do, I just saw 23 on the counter with the 1 in front of it. It's not going to work out in your favor. Ever. This is about being in service of others and not asking anything in return. And if you get compensated for it in return, great. If not, great. Because you're able to take care of yourself here. I'm able to take care of myself. Most of my service that I do here is uncompensated on my platform. Although there have been times where I have been compensated for my time and my energy and my work. But most of my work is not financially compensated. This is a service. I love what I do. I have invested hundreds of dollars of my own money into my equipment and my cards and everything. I paid for most of this shit myself from money from my jobs. In fact, The only thing that I can think of that I didn't buy was a couple of sage sticks and a few candles. The rest of this stuff I bought myself, including my laptop, my camera, my microphone. I did this all myself. I never thought that I could do any of this. And here I am doing it. I'm doing very well. And I'm never going to stop. I love what I do. I love people. I love helping people. I love being in the service of others. And I will no longer do it in a toxic, needy, and codependent way ever again. I will always make sure that I am stable. 2626 on the counter with a 1 in front of it. So that's the double digit 26 twice with the 1. These numbers all have meaning. I hope that y'all look these up because these angel numbers are all significant for you. Do we believe tenderness is for the weak, or do we consider it an important virtue? Well, to these karmics, tenderness is for the weak. This karmic masculine viewed my tenderness as weakness. And yes, it was coming from a weak place at that time, because it came from a very damaged place, because my feminine energy was very damaged. But I've healed it. I've healed all my feminine wounded, my feminine wounding patterns and behaviors and mental patterns, because it was my programming from the way I was brought up, to give and give and give and give and get nothing back in return, and just be like, what am I doing wrong? Why are these people always doing this to me? I don't understand. I was coming from a pure-hearted space, but I didn't realize that I was being immature about it emotionally. And that it was just being manipulative. I didn't know that. But I was being immature and manipulative because I was bending over backwards to try to make my living situation work. And it was failing miserably. I was putting out all this time and this energy and this work and this money and love and all of that, and it was just taken and ignored and unreciprocated. But it is an important virtue. Tenderness is an important virtue, but we have to be smart about it. When it's unreciprocated, when it's taken for granted, it needs to be cut off. Because when it's not reciprocated, this karmic energy is like a cancer. And it needs to be amputated with the sword of truth, with boundaries. It's finished. Berkana protects those who are on the verge of giving birth to a child, either in the flesh or symbolically. Symbolically meaning spiritually, or even on the verge of giving birth to a new venture, like a business, like an idea. financial stability and freedom. But whenever these karmics are in the reverse here, the only thing they're on the verge of giving birth to is death, misery, and suffering. Because they refuse to heal, they refuse to change their ways, and they're just stuck in this energy. It's not completely hopeless for the karmics, though. They can change if they want to. It's just whether or not they choose to or not. And put in the effort. But it's not something that anybody should be holding their breath on, waiting for karmics to change. Because once they prove that they're karmic to you, cut them off. Because that's all you can do. Because the longer that you keep a karmic in your life, they will continue to use you and take advantage of you for as long as they possibly can. And that's just the truth. And you're just enabling their bad behavior. So, these are your messages for the month of February for Pisces. Thank y'all for supporting my channel in all the ways that you do. I really appreciate it. I am so grateful to be able to share my story and hope that it inspires you to get out of your own karmic situations, whether that be your karmic relationships, whether that be karmic jobs, karmic family situations, whatever the situation is for you. I just really hope that my experiences truly inspire and uplift you, because that's the only reason why I choose to share about my experiences. It's part of the job description as being a spiritual leader and teacher, as well as a tarot reader. I have to use my experiences, things that I have grown and healed from, to help inspire y'all to do the same thing, because y'all can do it too. If you have the courage, the confidence, the faith, and the willpower to do so, you can do anything you want, as long as it doesn't infringe upon the rights of others. You can make all your dreams come true. But you have to treat yourself with love and respect. Know your value and your worth. Know what you're willing to put up with, and know what you're not willing to put up with, and not put up with them. We have these karmic experiences to show us what we don't want. And then it's up to us to have the strength and the courage to end these situations and not allow them to happen ever again. Have a great rest of your month, and I'll talk to y'all soon.